Hey Rebels, Tanya. Today I want to talk to you about something that is frowned upon in society, or most of society, and that's vulnerability. Now, we are taught, or I was taught from a young age, you know what, it's not very good to be vulnerable, because if you're vulnerable, you open yourself up to being hurt or getting hurt, or people knowing too much about you, and that's not a good thing. Now, I can understand that 100%, I honestly do. I just don't agree with it. The reason why I don't agree with it is because I'll take an example from my own personal life. For a very long time I did exactly the same thing. I put up this persona of Positive Patty. Those of you that's part of the MPI understand the whole the Positive Patty concept, where you have this image of being positive all the time and nothing's bothering you and you're having a great life and everything's just awesome. But meantime inside, everything is broken and you're feeling empty, and you're actually just looking for someone to see right through you, to actually help or assist you, but they won't, because you're so closed off. It comes back to that old thing where they say, you know what, you build up the wall to keep the bad people out, but then at the same time that wall is also keeping out the good people. So in my own personal life, as soon as I started becoming a bit more vulnerable, and I'm sure you've noticed some of it in this videos, I mean, I share stories from my own personal life that I would never have imagined that I would share with anyone. But as soon as I started doing that, I became a lot more clear on what I wanted from life, as well as, you know, the things that I need to work on. The things that never made sense suddenly make sense, because, you know, suddenly I understand it, because I need to tell this to someone else. And it's the same thing as coaching. I mean, you could learn a subject, or, you know, you could study something, but until you start teaching someone else or coaching someone else, that's only then you really start understanding the topic or the subject, because you need to teach that subject or topic to someone else. Now, I feel it's the exact same thing with your life. I think that if you start becoming more vulnerable and start sharing your stories with others, or, you know, someone, and explaining to them how you feel about certain situations or things that have happened to you, and you think that's why you're reacting that way, I think that will help you to move a lot more forward. So I think, once again, I think it's our rebel way of doing things, that society tells us that vulnerability is bad. The rebel way is vulnerability is good, because without vulnerability, I'll be honest with you won't ever in your life move forward. So start becoming a little bit more vulnerable. I'm not saying tell your deepest, darkest secrets to every single person on the planet, but start telling the people that are close to you. Start breaking down some of those walls, because breaking down those walls will actually help, you know, some of the good people come into your life as well, and not just only the bad ones that you always think is trying to ruin your life.